really everyone is waiting to listen to this.
There is a lot that I learned today, and everything that I learned is extremely positive. Very, very happy to know about immunotherapy. It's a revelation. And have you guys heard about the story of the bumblebee? According to aerodynamics, the bumblebee's body weight is not in proportion to the wing, so it cannot fly. But the bumblebee doesn't know it, so it goes ahead and flies anyway. You know, to a certain extent, what Dr. Vinoda just said, this theory applies that as long as I don't know the lump is there, it doesn't apply to me. I really related to what you said, because when my radiologist told me the first time, Chhavi, you have 3 lumps in your breasts. 2 of them are fine, but this one is a non-mass enhancement. Please get it checked. I said, no, this is fine. I've been living with it since forever. It's nothing. I know it's nothing. She really insisted. And I think I owe my life to her, because she really insisted that I go ahead, get it checked and get a biopsy done. And of course, it was positive, the report. And you were also talking about fear. So fear, I'm really scared when my daughter calls me more than twice in a row. I feel something has gone wrong and something has happened which needs to be taken care of. But cancer, when I got to know that I have cancer, somehow fear is not what I felt. I just knew that here is a fact that I have cancer. Here is also another fact that I want to fight it. And now let's just get the rest of the facts in place. So my point is that fear is perception, is subjective, right? I may be scared of one thing, you may be scared of something else. And similarly, the first thing that I learned when I was diagnosed is that cancer is also very different. There are a lot of different kinds of cancers. There are different kinds of breast cancers, and the ability of people to fight cancer is also different. So just because one person had it the bad way doesn't mean I will have it the bad way too. So I made a lot of calls, I called a lot of doctors, I weighed all my options, I got my facts in place, and like a lot of people, I believe that breast cancer means mastectomy, end of life, and cancer kills. A lot of myths even I had, but I thought that it's the best if I speak to the specialists who know what they're doing and not Google it. So once I spoke to my doctor, he was 100% sure that it's curable. And I think the only conversation that I had, the questions that I had with him about my cancer after he told me that it's 100% curable is, what is my quality of life going to be after cancer? Because yes, you tell me that this is curable, but am I going to be able to do the things that I love? I love working out. I love going to the gym. I love lifting weights. And in fact, lifting weights is what saved my life, because I got a gym injury in my chest, which I went to get checked, and we found the lump. Oh, so that's how working out saves your life. Okay. So once he told me that you will absolutely be able to do everything that you love, having cancer doesn't mean end of life, I was very confident that I'm going to fight it, and the other thing, so there are a lot of learnings that I got from this entire journey. One of the other learnings was that, like you all said, that cancer, even if it's not curable, it's treatable, and it is how you manage your disease, so it's more of disease management. I still have a lot of discomfort from certain things from the surgery. I hate tamoxifen. I hate it like the drop of I really hate it like the plague. But just because you're going through a treatment, just because it's going to take a few months or a few years, doesn't mean you have to stop living your life and keep waiting for that day when the treatment is over. So I decided that I'm going to continue to do everything that I do, and I'm going to try and feel as normal as I can. I started going to the gym on the 10th day of my surgery. Not that I could do much, but I just wanted to be in a place which makes me happy. And I remember my hand was not lifting more than around 10 degrees at that point. And even though the only thing that I was allowed was physiotherapy. I went to the gym to do my physiotherapy because I saw all my gym buddies, I saw the weights there, and it just gave me a lot of positivity. I started going to office, I started playing with my kids. I told my younger one that, this is my right side, this is off limits, you can come and hug me on the left side. So he would come every time and ask me, Mama, what is your left? What is left? Which one is left? Which one is right? He was 2 at that time. And I think just because I continued to feel normal every day, I think I had an amazing recovery and I had an amazing journey. And the reason why I chose to share this in social media is because I think as a social media figure, we share everything about our lives. We share all the happy moments, the shoots that we do and the new script that we are writing and the award that we are winning and all of that. Then why should I not also talk about things which are negative in my life? Because let's be honest, we all are human beings, and this is a disease which you don't know exactly what causes it. I mean, I know of people who don't smoke but have lung cancer. I don't have any medical history, family history of breast cancer. I breastfed both my babies. I lead a pretty healthy lifestyle, yet I got it. So I thought that if I'm going to continue to be on social media, I cannot be living a lie. And hence, I thought that I will share my journey with everybody. And I also kind of realized after that, because I started getting messages from a lot of cancer warriors, a lot of people who were still fighting cancer, and a lot of people who had seen somebody go through it. I got to know so many inspirational stories, and I think, for the lack of anything better to say, I would really like to say that this post-cancer, my surgery was 8 months ago. Post-cancer is a second birth. Pre-cancer was a different life. And the mistakes that I made in my first birth, I don't want to repeat in my new birth. And the most important mistake which I was making in my first birth is that I wasn't giving myself importance, and I was giving importance to everything else around me, my work, my priorities, my children, my family, everything. And in this life, I think God has given me another chance, and I really want to make the most of it, giving myself love and doing what I love the most. And before I go out, I really want to say kudos to you guys what you're doing, because I see the passion in the way you're talking, in the way you're on your faces, and the happiness, the genuine happiness that you have on your faces when you actually have a victory, and you must be having so many of them. So big congratulations, and please continue to do God's work. Thank you.
You are a perfect example of that, of a very strong woman who has fought this battle and now inspiring others to fight the battle. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the people.